Yeah, buddy!
Wait.
What's up, guys? This is Levi Scrivner, the owner and CEO of Revlutn Athletics. And we got...
Aidan McCormick.
And we got...
King Bray, yeah, buddy!
Melo Bonnici.
And Paul Blaine.
What's up? What's up,
Welcome
guys?
on, guys. Welcome on.
So we're at the Arnold Classic this weekend here in Columbus, Ohio. King Bray's home state.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm from Cleveland though, not Columbus.
But yeah, it's been a good time so far. We're recording this on Saturday night late, but
The late night crew.
But it's been a good trip. It's been a good trip. We've seen a lot of people, met a lot of people. Got a good lift in earlier today. But yeah, it's been a fun time at the convention.
Dude, I've been having a great time. Like, I've never been to any type of lifting type of thing, but this is my first time.
We saw him dance a little bit.
I put it down on the pause a little bit. I beat every single one of these people in Palm.
We also beat you
Once.
twice.
Three times.
Twice.
I've beaten you 3 times now.
Hell yeah.
What was your favorite thing?
Dude, it's low-key a blur, honestly. Like,
What?
Your memory is terrible.
It's a blur?
not a blur, but like earlier today when I hit that Nutrient Innovations pump caps.
He's
and
plugging. He's plugging for
and then
sure.
The Epitome pre-workout.
Use code AJM.
Use code AJM. I was low-key feeling euphoric in the gym.
Not gonna lie, like that combination, I was feeling type different. Like, I've never.
How's the pump? How's the pump? He said, "I'm feeling atypical."
Sorry.
Hey, that's a cut. But that's a cut. But
No, we're not. That's staying in here.
This shit's raw. This is like raw talk, but it's Rev talk.
Rev talk, baby. But no, that pre-workout, like, I'm not gonna lie, the gym was so busy that I was kind of feeling overwhelmed. But I feel like if I went to like my normal type of gym,
I would kill it.
I would be firing. The pump was insane. I've never felt bigger in my life. Like, not gonna lie. I'm a small dude, but I've never felt bigger.
Hey,
I told Melo heard me.
I was feeling kind of like smaller than usual, but
that's because who was in the gym though. That's not on you.
I was looking, damn, bro, these
I mean,
Larry Wheels walked by, like.
yeah, Larry Wheels and what was his name?
I mean,
Green Ranger.
I felt small too, so.
I think Bray felt small.
I feel small too.
Damn.
I told
real talk.
Melo, I was like, bro, I'm the second smallest dude in this gym.
You weren't.
And no,
You were not. Trust me. There were some small dudes.
The smallest dude in the gym was a chick, and
Don't call Melo
all
a
the
chick.
other girls were bigger.
Don't call Melo a chick, bro.
There's some chicks with bigger delts too.
I'm bigger than Paul.
Wait, who's most aesthetic?
Definitely me.
Between you two,
If Paul lost some weight.
you currently are. You have the most potential.
I carry some fat.
You have the.
Only because I
What?
Where did the carry fat at?
His stomach.
right there, bro. What is that?
Look, this not.
That's cut.
We're zooming in on that.
Yeah, buddy.
I mean, no, I just carry a lot of weight because why not?
Who's
Like,
fat?
I have no reason to be the biggest guy I can.
Well,
All right.
What's been y'all's favorite moment at this convention?
What was your ideal goal of coming to this event?
Probably getting to know y'all good.
Shit.
And
I appreciate that.
no, straight up, bro. Like, Melo.
I was like, yo, I got these cool dudes on Instagram. We're about to link up. We're about to see if they're bullshit.
But-
they're actually real.
What did you think he was gonna do?
So I really thought King Bray was about to kidnap us. Put us into some crazy like white van and then take us to a cool house and.
I am blocking him after we leave.
So a little backstory: we all met on Instagram. So
Yeah.
it's, it's kind of been like, it's been back and forth for about, I don't know, 6 months or so.
More.
Yep, just about.
So I've known King Bray for over a year.
Years. Yeah, we know each other in Colorado. We kicked it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Melo, it's been pretty new in the last like 6 months, but he's actually an ambassador for us. And then we'll see if we can get this guy on as well. So, but
Hey, I'll put the rugby team on for you, bro.
Oh,
I've been.
I was gonna say there's a lot of guys in our gym that are like curious about the brand.
yo,
Yeah,
that's
None
sick.
of them have bought
Don't
it.
even worry about me, bro. I've been plugging code Melo.
Yeah.
Bro, why would...
No,
Don't
straight
do
up,
that.
I haven't told you this yet, but like, Rev,
Melo don't need the money.
the tees that we got, the big pump
Yeah.
covers,
Yeah.
dude, you could easily charge $100 for that shit. I was like, Melo told me, he was like, oh, it's $40.
I told
Like,
him no. When I told
100?
him, I was like, oh,
100?
100%.
Have you-
Dude,
Paul, Paul, have you paid $100 for a shirt ever?
yeah.
Yes. And,
Why?
And
It's Gucci.
less quality.
Where they're from, they don't wear Gucci.
They don't know what that is.
They're the farm town, bro.
No, I used to, in high school, my hustle was to flip Supreme. And
Okay.
Okay, Paul.
Okay.
Supreme has lower quality than that.
All right, you hear that? Revolution shirts are better than Supreme shirts.
They
We're
are-
now raising our prices to $100.
Yeah, hey, y'all.
You can thank Paul.
Yeah, complain to him.
I'm sorry.
The first time I pulled a Rev shirt out of the bag, I was like, yo, this shit is thick.
But did you have a good experience opening it up?
Yes.
Yeah, I did because,
Yes.
and I was like, y'all hit really good on the personalized letters. The tags are very high quality. Having
With
like
all
a
of
little
those.
safety
Yeah.
pin,
The
Yeah.
sticker, the
very
wristband.
premium. The wristbands, all
Yeah.
the goodies.
I didn't get all that.
I got like 6 of these.
You got.
You did?
Yes,
I
you
got
did.
personalized letter. I did not get any wristband.
It's a good
Yeah,
thing you throw
oh.
in extras. Too.
Where's-
Okay,
where's my
blame
wristband?
him for that one
Where's my
because he
wristband?
probably packed your order.
I'll send you one, bro. I got like 5 of these.
Where's my wristband?
I have a bunch in my
Why'd you give
bag.
me a wristband? You cut me out. Cause I can lift more. Well,
We got a bunch upstairs. You're
I
good.
don't want
It's
one
because you
now. I
dogged
don't
me
know
for
sympathy.
doing sumo,
I
bro.
have a little sympathy
I mean,
band.
some of these.
It's alright, I'll leave one on your nightstand. or that like baby shack thing that's outside.
Your cradle is next to your bed.
Melo's bed.
Alright, buddy. Alright, bro. Hey, but no cap, I did sleep on like some like pallet ass shit last night.
Yeah, this man decided to make a bed out of like 2 circle like pillows and like a blanket. No, I took the air mattress.
Took the air mattress.
You have the air mattress?
I
Yeah.
was like, hey, look at these cool ass circle chairs. I'm about to make them a bed, and it worked.
It did. I woke up in the morning, I was like, Melo looks pretty slumped. Like, he was dead out. I threw my pillow at him. I was like, Melo, get your ass up.
Nah, I set my so if y'all don't know me, I got the signature We Go Gym alarm clock. Every morning, 7 o'clock, it's gonna go We Go Gym, and then some crazy hard style plays, and
It's annoying as fuck.
it's annoying as fuck.
Damn.
That's
It
terrible.
wakes you up, though.
Shorty hates that shit, bro. I'll like stay over at her house and she's like, turn that shit off.
Where's
bro."
Shorty?
I can't say that on this.
Good. He was testing you. he was testing you.
Called you out.
He was testing you. That's good
I
response.
can't say that on
That's good.
She ain't gonna watch
Hey,
this part.
hey, he's already media trained.
I don't share that type of shit on the internet. I'm pretty private.
We'll find it on the black web.
Yeah.
We learned a lot about
Yeah,
that.
apparently Melo and Paul know a lot about buying things.
Yeah, probably. Anyways, where were we going with that for people?
Where you're sleeping.
Yeah, so I slept on the circles, had a little kink in my neck, but it's alright. I woke up and we went to the Arnold today.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
I've never seen more women with more tests in their body than I
Dude.
do, but
Yeah.
it was a culture shock.
So like, dude, honestly, like, you like actually want to jump on gear. Like
Absolutely.
after going to some of these
Yeah.
events.
Like,
I'll
it's
definitely
like,
hop
dude, I
on.
want to hop on, but then I'm like, dude, I'll get addicted. Cause
I don't
know I
know.
will.
I was kind of the opposite, though. Like, I really was like, bro, this is kind of freakish. I don't want to participate.
Well, also too, like
Yeah.
so many people are actually on it, and they're like not known. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like, a lot of people are doing it for the wrong reasons of like trying to jump on gear and stuff like that to be known on social media and, kind of like follow this whole trend, thinking that they're going to look like C-Bum. Like, it's not going to happen.
C-Bum has crazy genetics, and then added a little bit of a lot of sauce.
A lot.
Not a little.
Yeah.
I do think
I know a lot
me
of
and
that.
Melo are kind of going off. I do think the move is going to be like
Be a
people
nerd.
are really going to no, people are really going to appreciate like people that actually look and like act natural.
So,
Well, y'all
But-
definitely
but
look
be-
natural.
You're right. I do.
But be athletes. But be athletes.
Great. Come on, Melo.
I'm sorry.
We're cutting you off.
We're gonna get kicked off for harassment.
This kid's about to go do drugs right now.
Ray's on trend, man.
He does pre-workout. He does pre-workout.
Oh my god. Okay, what's in that else?
Nah,
Let's go.
Ray, if you're gonna talk shit, you definitely got a higher body fat.
Absolutely, man.
No, really, Sherlock.
That's how we have muscle, Paul.
Alright.
I don't think nothing else though. Okay. Go ahead, Paul. Finish. Continue,
Man, we can
please.
take it out. I guarantee
We already know you fight, bro. We already know.
All right, hey, right now,
We
let's
know.
go.
Let's go, Paul. It's not you.
Let's go. Let's go. We can film this whole thing. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
This is perfect.
We
Come
all
on.
know that if you tell me to bend over, I'm gonna bend over.
I'm out. I'm done.
Alright.
And the topic is
No.
Oh my god. All right.
legit crying.
Oh, that was a good one.
So
Okay.
yeah,
All of that was getting cut.
yeah.
Not all of it.
No,
The bend over part.
I'm keeping. Paul, I'm sorry. That is the short form content we were posting for this
You got it,
video.
bro. You got
Hey,
it.
we don't give a shit, bro.
Oh my
Just
God.
give me a
Hey, we'll tag you, and you're going. That's gonna help you.
Yeah, tag us.
It's not like our clout's really gonna help you too much, but
I don't give a fuck.
No, I don't give a shit. Like, if I don't say it, or if I say it out here, then I don't give a shit if it's on.
Me
Me.
and
That's
Mel
fair.
are gonna make it on our own. It doesn't matter.
Anyways, what were we talking about being natty? Nah, a lot of the reason people hit us up to get coached is because we look natty.
No,
No,
straight up.
that's fair though.
No, straight up.
That's
because
true.
Every kid that I've had hit me up, he's like, yeah, dude, I Google fitness trainer on Instagram or fitness coach or whatever, and they scroll through all these 40-year-olds that look like they're on gear, and then eventually they find my page and they're like, oh, he looks good, but doesn't look like he's shooting 400 grams of test up the butt every morning.
Yeah, or 25-year-olds that look like they're 40.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So-
like we actually look like we don't do drugs.
Well,
But oh, you got me there. But we don't do muscle building drugs. So
so you do the worthless kind.
yes, exactly.
The ones that burn your brain cells.
Yeah, buddy.
Anyways, but nah, so we've had a lot of success with getting younger guys to really prioritize their health in that manner. At
No.
least.
Would you say that like most of your clients are like college kids?
So we
Or-
don't even, we'll turn away. We'll turn away most college students.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So we
They
really
can't
market
afford
ourselves. We
That's
market
true.
ourselves towards young entrepreneurs and young professionals who are trying to get in shape. So like low key, like one of our ideal clients would be a guy who's already killing it in real estate or whatever, but he's kind of fat. He can't pick up his kid. Like his back hurts, and we'll.
So more like real life,
Real life, everyday
situation.
people.
Yeah.
Like, we're-
Yeah.
Like, if you want to go hop on stage, like, yeah, I know how to put someone through a 16-week prep and get them stage ready. But at the end of the day, I've never done that myself, so I'm not going to try to help somebody do that.
Yeah, that's
I know
fair.
I know the process, but I don't want to, like, I'd give it to my coach.
Yeah,
who does
typically we'd
bodybuilders.
hand it off to somebody that's like actually had experience on stage.
Yeah, that's smart. That's
I haven't been on
respectable.
stage, even though I know how to get there. Like, it's kind of stupid for me
Well,
to try and.
at the end of the day, too, it's like it's a numbers game too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to like counting macros and just like all that stuff. So
Yeah.
Like, but our goal with Paradigm PT is really to focus on building people for the long term. Like, I want to help you get to 70 and be fit, and I don't want to help you like go to a stage in like 15 weeks. I want to help you live the best, like, healthiest life you possibly can.
That's
we're
sick.
really all about like building holistic habits. So like, whether it's dialing in your sleep, dialing how you manage stress, how you deal with your daily day-to-day life and create habits that are productive. Like, each person's different. Like, one of our clients, he has Crohn's disease, so one of our biggest focuses with him is we help him optimize his digestion, because there's a lot of foods that he reacts to poorly. Gluten, he can't handle a lot of gluten, so we give him supplements or substitutions for those types of foods.
Yeah. I can't handle gluten myself. Like,
Why?
Yeah, celiac
I have
disease.
celiac.
That explains the ulcers.
What's
No,
celiac?
so we
What's celiac?
no,
What is celiac?
So basically-
What's celiac?
No,
What
no,
is?
basically-
How old are you?
All right, basically, listen. The
Aidan is small.
in
Go
your
ahead.
stomach, there's lots of little. Your stomach folds into like all these different like shapes, so that the surface area is bigger, but it has all these folds, so the nutrients can like come in between, right? But celiac knocks them off, so you're like this, like you only have like this
Yep.
much. It just knocks them off because the gluten is too big of a like molecule for your body to process, and it just breaks them off, so it fucks up your digestion.
So the thing about gluten is most people, even whether or not you have celiac disease, is most people don't benefit from eating gluten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gluten's the most inflammatory.
yeah.
Especially gluten in the U.S. In like places like Europe, it's less processed.
Like the
and
pasta
there's more
in Italy?
restrictions on it.
The pasta in Italy
Yeah.
won't fuck you up like the next pasta you get here.
Sometimes some people with celiac can still have. Like, I was gluten free for like 10, 15 years of my life.
What
So
happened?
I lived in toxic mold for seven
Lived in
years.
toxic mold?
Yep. When I from the age of 5 until I was 12.
Has that affected you long term?
Yeah, I mean, this house that we're staying in, that's why I'm sleeping in the in that like out room almost.
Because you smell the mold?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that leak from the ceiling this
Oh,
morning.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, I walked inside. I mean, like, obviously we can smell it's musty. I smelled the mold immediately. Like, I can feel
Wow.
it, and it's like it's better that we've been here longer, because like today we spent most of the day out of the house,
We did,
right?
we did.
But like when we woke up this morning, we came down to the kitchen. Me and Bray were down there, and the water was Levi was in the shower, and the water was dripping
Yeah, I thought we were in
from
the shower.
the
What?
There's a leak in the ceiling?
It is.
yeah. It was dripping down onto the countertop.
That's crazy.
That was my shower.
Definitely mold then.
There's and you can see the water stains. Like
Definitely.
I can feel it in my chest and my head. I know 100% there's mold in it. It doesn't mean it's toxic, but I can feel it. And so like the neurotoxins in the mold mess up your like your immune system. Like it's on high alert constantly, and so anything that you're overeating in. Yeah, right. And so my immune system reacted to anything. So like gluten, which is highly inflammatory already, became bad. And then my body, I'm most likely I probably can't handle dairy great. Like I can't handle whey protein anymore. I'm adopted, so I was never on I was never breastfed, so I went immediately on formula. And the moment I got off that, I wouldn't even take milk. So my parents just think I've probably been somewhat lactose intolerant my entire life. But when
It is weird. A lot of times it develops.
right,
American milk too.
bad.
They bake out all of the proteins that help your body digest the milk in the first place.
All the digestive enzymes. Pasteurization kills all the good bacteria. So,
Yeah.
Have y'all tried kefir?
No.
Not kefir, but
What
I
is
drink
that?
raw milk.
Kefir's so in the process of making yogurt, you have to I'm pretty sure you have to ferment it in a sense.
It's like fermented cream.
So it's basically in between raw milk and yogurt. it's like the steps in between. You
It's like
pull
cottage
it.
cheese.
Yeah, it's but like creamier than that.
Oh.
It's like it's like a thicker.
It's a
milk.
texture thing for me.
The texture of kefir's weird, but it's really, really good for your gut.
Yeah, kefir.
Really good.
Where do you even get that?
You can just buy it
Farmers market.
You can buy it at the store.
You can buy it. Yeah, something like Whole Foods would have it. Sprouts would have it.
Okay.
Oh, y'all have Sprouts in the West.
Of course,
Yeah, I was about to say.
You don't have Sprouts?
No, it's
We don't
not-
have Sprouts either.
My
Really?
coach really
No.
loves Sprouts. He always tells me that.
I don't know.
there's
You're a
Sprouts.
big city.
Where's the Sprouts before?
Everyone has heard of Sprouts before.
I haven't.
heard Sprouts.
We don't have Sprouts.
Thank you.
On the East
You have
Coast,
heard
we
it
don't have
though.
Sprouts.
You've heard of it though.
Thank you.
Well,
Okay, anyone, almost 90% of the people watching this podcast, if you're in the United States, you have heard of Sprouts.
The only reason I've heard of
Fake
Sprouts
news.
is because my coach lives in Colorado.
A majority of the people who listen are in Fort Collins. So.
Fair.
Shout out.
Fake news.
Yeah.
What's the next question?
Who have you seen this weekend that like surprised you or was like the most noteworthy?
Larry Wheels.
Larry Wheels is not the most noteworthy for me, but that's good for your accomplishment, Melo.
What?
What are you talking about?
It said shot at him or what, Larry?
No, I'm just saying, if he's happy about seeing Larry, if that's your most noteworthy, then good for you,
What
Melo.
did you see?
I'm about to tell you if you let me talk. Who did I see? Well, there was a lot of people that I recognized from my home gym. That's a lot more noteworthy to me because I know the guys personally and we lift heavyweight. I don't get impressed by IG influencers like Melo who get super excited about Larry.
He's
Wheels.
not saying Melo's an IG influencer, by the way.
No, by any means that he is not an influencer. But he does get excited when he sees Larry Wheels. So for me, I
I was
think
more
what,
excited about Mr. Green Ranger Kyle, honestly.
Yeah.
That
I was
cool.
excited
That
about
was cool.
seeing my homies from back at my home gym because we all lift heavy. Yeah, buddy.
King Bray didn't even lift any fucking weight at the gym today. I'd like to make that.
At least I can lift weight.
Dude,
That is true though. The dude, other than our back exercise, you barely did anything.
I saw him hop on.
I'm not gonna work out in an overpacked gym. I don't work out like that. It's too crowded. I don't like random people.
It was pretty
pretty
damn
bad.
busy.
This whole weekend is random people.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm not working out with random people, it's like arm to arm. I can't lift nothing heavy.
When you go to pros tomorrow, there will be a bunch of random people.
I mean,
Thank you for the obvious information.
Yeah, you're gonna
Levi,
get a workout in, aren't you? Are we random people?
it was random people around us.
There's
Remember, I
no
was
random
telling
people
you-
around you tomorrow.
I was hitting people with a back workout, Aidan, that you could barely do. Next
Yeah, 'cause
question.
your drop sets make no sense.
question. Next question.
Mic drop.
Everybody got an answer.
Oh yeah, go ahead. What was the question?
It was, who have you seen this weekend that's been noteworthy?
You don't gotta mention me. You gonna next Levi.
You were not on my list. I knew I was going to see you.
Oh God, I saw King Bray. Something smaller.
I saw Poppy Bray. Yo.
Poppy B. No, I think the most noteworthy people that I've seen weren't influencers. They're more family. It was the people that have been supporting Rev or just supporting me that I've been like talking to for, months, sometimes years on social media. And they took the time out of the day to come to the Arnold Expo and send me a DM and say, yo, I'm here. And just like kind of like track me down and stuff like that. And that right there is just so motivating because I feel like my reach is doing good because I've met some like pretty shady or just like fake people today actually.
I'm not looking at you because it's you. Never mind. I'll cut that.
Like I met some really like fake people.
I'm talking about Aidan.
What do you mean? What are we talking about?
What's his name start with?
So I met some like really like fake people today.
Oh, no.
Shut the fuck up. So I met some really fake people today, and I'm not gonna say names because the boys might say it, but that kind of solidified how I don't want to be. I want to be someone that is influential, but also will take a photo with you, or be that like be that person that's going to be able to like actually listen to you and hear a story from you, or just get to know you actually. Because I feel like so many people get so caught up in this like fame and all this shit. Like, you are literally only big because of your supporters. And just really highlighting that and being thankful for like the platform that you have, because you're influencing so many people. You're influencing younger people. You're influencing people that are just getting into the gym, or, you know, thinking about getting into the gym. So that just, this whole like event, just this whole like Arnold like weekend really like set in like the person that I really want to be. And that is actually like truly an inspiration. Like, I literally cannot stand the word influencer now after this weekend. I really want to embody being an inspiration to people instead of being an influencer.
Before you answer real quick, I'm gonna just piggyback off that.
Yeah.
We saw a really good example of how it's done today. We were sitting eating our lunch, and Von Walker was off to the side, like, and it was kind of like he was against like the wall, like obviously like he was kind of like trying to he was like eating like a prep meal, right? Like he's like trying to just get his little meal in with his girl, and all of a sudden like I was like, Levi, that's Vaughn, right? And he goes, yeah. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And then it was just kind of like, for me, it was like coolish to see him, right? And then someone walks up to him and like says hi, and like takes a picture of them. All of a sudden, there's literally like 20 people lining up, and it stayed like that for like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
and it's like,
line.
But literally, we were sitting there for probably 45 minutes while it happened. And when we left, it was still going on, and he was still shaking people's hands, looking them in the eye, asking their name, like saying what's up, taking a picture of them.
They're having like really good conversations.
We're having full conversations,
and he's smiling.
He's
and
smiling.
Like, being,
he's attentive
engaging.
attentive the entire time. And like Vaughn, like, you're probably not gonna see this, but like, shout out to you. That was done correctly. You gave people time of the day. You heard them out. You saw them as a person. That is how you be an influencer. That's how you like interact with your community.
That's how you set the standard.
It was really, really well done.
Especially like with your platform too. Like, you could set that expectation for so many other people, and you know, yeah.
It was cool to see, because this trip we've seen two sides of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Complete sides, man.
Piggybacking off of that, the biggest like impact this weekend has had is y'all. I have met people that no, I'm not bullshitting, bro. I'm not bullshitting. I have met people that like know, like, more people know them than like the gym like community could even have like a total number of people. Like, y'all have embraced people more than like let me rephrase. The people that are in this gym community, right, that think they're like on the top of the game, I've met people that are way up there and actually on top of the game, and those guys acted like assholes, and the guys that are actually on top of the game like acted like your friend. And y'all have acted like my friend.
Oh,
you
that's
know?
deep.
Like, I have gotten to know y'all, and I feel like y'all are my friends now. And I've only known y'all for 2 days. Like, I really don't participate in the Instagram space that much. Like, I post, me and Melo do our thing, but Instagram, like, I feel like it's super fake.
It is.
The people that are genuinely famous, like, aside from, like, the meet and greet type things.
He's not getting audio.
You're not getting my audio? No. I promise you, though, the people that are genuinely famous and, like, you actually get to know are genuinely nice. And the guys that y'all met with today that have 100,000 people following them, like, that's nobody, bro. There's, like, 7 billion people on this planet. And they acted like some assholes to, like, 5 people.
Yeah.
That's some nut shit to me. Like, I've met some people that are really actually up there, and they've been the most genuine people you could know.
Yeah.
Like, the people that really, really get up there, I think, are the people that stay true to themselves. And I've seen y'all, like, stay true to yourselves.
Amen.
Damn.
Yeah, I'd agree.
That's just deep, bro.
That's because friendship should be based off character, not longevity.
100%, bro. Yeah. I think that in the end, you can fake it till you make it, but that'll only get you so far. Really being yourself will get you that extra mile.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, just going through those necessary stages too. I feel like so many people are so focused on like instant gratification, like wanting things like right then and there.
Amen.
And people aren't really like, they're not seeing the grind. They're not seeing like how many years or months or whatever you've been going through this, and they're wanting this shit now.
Yes.
Like it goes back to like even like C-Bum, right? Like people knew of him like here and there or whatever. He was hanging out with Dave Lay, and then all of a sudden like he's this big guy. Like he went through all these stages. Like if you go back, like he's been posting for years, even with like multiple other people. But yeah, just like the journey is something that you want to, really focus on too. So. And
in any aspect of life, you can tell whether or not somebody has taken the road or they took a shortcut. Mm-hmm. Like, if you really know your trade, you can tell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
That's a really good point. I feel like, and it comes across like, I think people can get to success on a quick route if they're lucky, but I think it's like, when you sit down and have a talk with them, like you can tell like, okay, you're wise in this, you have expertise in this, like you really like deeply know what you're talking about. And it might not be like that you can not just spit off facts, but it's like there seems to be like maybe it's like a presence in what they're saying, but there's a feeling that you get from listening to someone talk about something that like they've been doing for 20 years, right?
Do you really believe in what you're speaking out of your mouth?
Yeah.
But like success comes at different times,
right?
And you can't like, I guess, copy someone else's success. Mm-hmm. You gotta really like just focus and hone in on yourself, and not try to be like other people, and just like being a copycat and stuff like that. Like, and that's something that I've dealt with in the past is like. I was so focused on like I want to be like this person, and I want to do it the same way. I want to be like quicker, or I want to make it at this time. And one of the things you have to step back and just like see is like, you don't know how long they've been doing this stuff. Like they only show you like what they want you to show, or what they want to show. And like I feel like, and like anything on Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff, like. Even if they say that they're doing a day in the life or whatever, they're showing they're showing the things that they want you to see.
Yeah.
And it's a touchy thing, right? So what I like recommend is just like really, really, really focus on what you want and don't give a fuck about what other people think. And just stay on the track. So,
yeah, that's kind of what I've taken away from this weekend is like, I've always known that like Instagram is 100% marketing. Like if you don't know that, you're way behind the curve. But when you actually meet somebody in person, it's impossible to fake the like subconscious signals that somebody gives off to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can tell whether or not somebody believes what they're telling you or if it's just fake, And I think the people that are really true to themselves are the people that will be the most successful and also the most happy with themselves.
R.I.P. Brethren Broadcast.
That's what it was called, the Brethren Podcast.
It was the Brethren.
That's
Broadcast.
sick.
Brethren Broadcast. We were going for like a radio show vibe.
Yeah, so we low-key used to Joe Rogan that shit. So we would literally just turn on the mics. We would each have like a segment, and then just let the conversation develop itself.
We should do that for a couple episodes.
Yeah.
Nothing.
We gotta get better at talking.
That sounds. Yeah, like I just need to learn how to talk. Honestly, like Rosetta Stone, bro.
It's a great.
Sometimes for English.
Dude,
for your own language.
Terrible. Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Bray's like, why am I on here?
I knew they were gonna dog me for that shit.
He's trying to go abroad.
Yeah.
With English.
With English. He needs to speak English.
Yeah.
But no, doing the podcasting definitely helps you develop your it's not even, it's like public speaking, but not public speaking.
Yeah.
But what's cool about it is like, so many people see us on like, social media just doing like motivational shit or sad boy stuff.
We don't do
stuff.
we don't do
We don't do sad
who
boy
does sad boy
I don't
stuff.
do the sad boy stuff.
No, we were talking about it.
Yeah, we were
Talking about it.
Yeah, so like, but a lot of people just don't really see, our natural side and just like how we interact and like how we talk and stuff and our sense of humor. So I think this is actually like pretty cool because like the people that, I hang around like, obviously think I'm funny. So, I think it's cool to like kind of project that.
all of us were like, really?
I agree with you because at the end of the day, like
That I'm funny?
you can condense. You're funny, bro, but you can condense
Shit, but
You
so
don't.
much into the short form. But once you like really allow yourself to get into the long form, that's when your personality really comes out.
Yeah.
And
Because-
look, we have been bugging all day. Like, think about it. We've
Is that an East Coast term?
No, I get what you're
I
saying.
know.
But
No,
you
I
haven't been
understand- I
bugging all
understand
day.
clearly.
Well, you have, but you two have been
Off
on
caffeine.
something today.
Yeah.
Like,
Caffeine.
Yeah, y'all are on.
Is that epitome of
No,
hardcore?
but it is
Nice.
it's hard. Think about it. We just met each other in real life, like not even yesterday,
You're welcome.
and we're already able to just chat it up. The
What do you mean you're
entire
welcome?
day.
No, you're welcome. You got to be saying you're welcome to me and Bray.
Right.
We're the ones that talk
Yeah,
about it.
We did make this whole thing happen.
Yeah.
Aidan did nothing to contribute. Me and Levi made it happen. Did you do anything?
Dude,
I tried to get. I got the Foco people together.
He's not talking to you.
Yeah,
He's talking
I
about-
remember we were on live like a few
Yeah.
months ago, and Bray was like, "Yo, Samela, you better come to the Arnold Classic." I'm like, "What the fuck is the Arnold Classic? Like, I don't give a shit about this."
You got
stuff."
invited by me.
And then
Oh, lucky.
eventually, he's like, "Yeah, bro, come to the Arnold Classic." I'm like, yeah, maybe. Like, I'm not actually gonna go." But then
Why
eventually,
would you lie?
because I was just like, fuck, I don't want to like have to spend $1,000 to get to Ohio and do all the bullshit.
Not many people want to come to Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio's pretty mid.
This place is depressing.
Probably is.
Hey. Honestly though, shout out to Baltimore, Ohio. Y'all
shout
somehow
out to
have treated us very nicely.
You know what's crazy is like this place isn't even a fucking town. It's called a village.
It's a village.
Like I thought we were going to a dude ranch when we drove up this bitch. Like this place was.
There's not even a highway that
There's
runs
no
through
lights.
here.
There's no lights. It's dark. It's dark as shit
It's
out
like
here.
farmland.
It's
farmland.
dark,
Oh,
dark.
there's a town here.
And there's like
Out
a
of
factory.
nowhere. Out of nowhere.
For my New Bern folk.
Yeah, y'all probably see this. I'm gonna put y'all on.
So if you guys are seeing this or watched to this point, come here. Come to Baltimore.
Don't stay in this
Experience
house.
this. Experience
We're
this.
about to see their census raise up like 50%.
Yeah.
They got that guy.
Yeah, they better pay us some
Yeah.
We should
revenue.
buy real estate.
They'll be able
We
to
should
buy another
definitely
cop
not
car
do
just
that.
off this.
Once a year, bruh. I don't know if that's.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever coming back to Baltimore.
Next year we'll be in the same house.
Oh,
Oh,
nope.
Oh yeah.
This house will not be standing in
All right,
here
we need to etch our names into the fucking
for and
ground.
find it.
No, it's like a
We are not doing that.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you're the Airbnb owner watching, it didn't happen.
They ain't watching.
Yeah, they're not watching.
They're not influencers.
No. What's the next question, gents?
Well, Melo and AJ didn't answer.
You answered.
What was the question?
Noteworthy person.
Well,
Yeah.
I jokingly said Larry Wheels, but
If you tell us it's us again,
You said it was
I'm not about to say that. While y'all,
you said Larry Wheels.
I did say Larry Wheels. but
AJ, you're next.
I was gonna say Green Ranger Kyle because
You didn't meet him.
I did.
You
No, I
did.
did. So when I went down to the bathroom in the basement of the pro gym, or whatever
Right.
the fuck it's called, I dapped him up and I was like, yo, Ranger Kyle, such an inspiration, bro. Keep that shit up. And then I talked to his coach for a while because he.
Please tell us a story of when you talked to an individual more than just saying what's up, please.
So I talked to Green Ranger Kyle's coach, and
We're talking about the influencer, not the coach.
honestly, the coach is just as big time.
Okay, for us, a coach is big.
That's true. That is their
actual
business.
influencer.
That is their business, though.
Yeah, so
I would much rather talk.
I'm an impartial third party.
It was cool to see the emotional investment.
There's no sides on this
the dude has
podcast.
in the guy because obviously it's a dude with Down syndrome, but like he's fucking killing it. He looks great. He probably will be able to compete one day. Like I could totally see the dude getting up on stage. Like I think Green Ranger Kyle up next, bro.
Thank you,
Melo
Melo.
is a Green Ranger Kyle fanboy.
I love Green Ranger Kyle.
You have a poster?
I'm about to get him a poster.
Good.
Use code Kyle Young LA.
No, not
We're
his
on a
code.
revolution.
We don't
podcast.
we don't buy Young LA on this podcast.
I just went to the LA party. Y'all are great.
You got invited. You chose specifically not to go.
Yeah, because there's going to be a specific person that's not going to be there.
I have been Young LA parties in the past. Thank you. Personal invites.
And
They weren't all that.
Nothing.
Bray's
No
like,
comment.
I'm trying to go back now.
parties.
I think honestly, the most noteworthy hasn't been an individual.
Oh.
It's not you,
Oh.
Bray. I've already met you.
Oh, that's true. Edit.
I think the most noteworthy for me hasn't been an individual. It's been the atmosphere, if that makes sense.
No,
like
it doesn't.
there's just, I think we get so focused on in fitness around like just the bodybuilding
Yes.
and just the like, oh, it's about like how aesthetic you are, how all this, but it's like, I mean, majority of what we watched this weekend has been strongman was the Irish dudes in kilts throwing things, or it was the American Ninja Warrior course, or the World Chase tag. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think there's been like booths of random stuff. So it's kind of been, like I was expecting just to see big brands here, but it's been a lot of brands that I had no idea existed, and then like brands I probably should know, but just because like I work in the fitness industry, but it's, you know, it's like small brands that are paying a lot of money to try and get their name out there, but
a lot of passion, dude.
yeah, and it's also cool just to see like a lot of people excited to meet like idols. Like to me, like I've never been one, no matter what, like even in sports or whatever, to be like fanboying over someone, like to go shake their hand and meet them. Like to me, it's more just like, okay, I saw them, like if I have a conversation with them, cool, but if not, like I'm not gonna like wait 20, 30 minutes, an hour in line to like meet someone. But, and that's like no shade against any of the people who do that, but to me, it's not a good like use of my time. But it's cool to see people like stand in a line that wraps around a booth to like take a picture with Kai Green and the rest of the like Rain like people, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's just been cool to see like the passion for it, and I think today out the pro gym it was just like, it was motivating because I was like, you know, like I've come a long way in my fitness industry, but it's like I told Bray, I was like, I'm not coming back to Arnold next year like this size. I'm coming back bigger. Like it's motivating.
Stop.
What did you say?
Damn, you're
Next
getting
question.
sauced, bro.
Oh, nope.
He says it now.
He dapped it up, too.
I am not.
it up?
Yeah, because I was.
He says okay, next question.
Bray is coming
Mark my word.
full of cow.
I'll be 180 by next Arnold.
Damn.
How much
With-
is now, Melo?
You don't.
You better start eating those
30,
Pop-Tarts.
20 pounds
Yeah.
That won't happen.
Watch it.
and be lean.
I'd say like good like
No.
13-15%.
No. Not going to happen.
Sorry, not with your science-based diet.
There's no way.
Hey, I maintain the body composition and I gain about half a pound a week, so y'all see. Maybe you should add a little bit of science into your life.
Ooh.
Shade.
Yeah. Stop
I've done
going
my-
out to Canes.
You would take me out to Canes. I go.
Once. I don't
Levi,
take guys on dates.
Levi, you go to Canes like twice, like 4 times a month.
If you-
I only take guys on dates when it's 10 grand.
If you do the math, I've gained about a pound a week since I started lifting.
Maybe I'll just.
How small were you?
110 pounds. So like about half a pound a week if you do the math.
Maybe I'll
That's
just
not
need
a
to-
great sample though.
It's not.
Maybe you just need to hop on the Paradigm PT training program.
Are you
Will
offering it to us for free?
Is that for free?
Is it for free?
He's a college kid. You could just deny it now.
Hey, you're a college kid. I'll help you out.
Yeah.
I thought you don't help college kids out.
Well, you got a
If they're
special place in my
cool,
heart for
if
them.
they're
Alright.
cool.
$10.
I ain't paying.
Oh.
Just give me a kiss.
Yeah, kids.
All right, put down that.
I don't-
That?
He
Melo want a kiss. Over
exposed.
here, Aidan. Pick one.
Wait, what?
Which one?
We know you like black people.
Where'd you get that from?
You don't like black people?
Oh my god, y'all about to fucking ruin me off this.
Wow.
Who said
I
that?
love black people.
I can-
I'm 26% black.
Who
Hasn't
says
been
that?
proven.
No.
I would really like to see
Get
your
some records.
21 and me.
23.
Your 23 and me needs to be on the screen right here.
Yeah, can we get like a pie chart, please? Send it to me and I'll put it in the video.
Short to be black. Black people aren't that short, Melo. You might be.
There's one in this house currently.
Yeah, but that's
He's
not.
literally my height.
It's not that.
It's upstairs.
But it's not.
Sorry, Dallas.
It's not that common. You're probably mixed with a Mexican.
I don't have no Mexican in me.
You look like
You look Mexican.
Just because my skin's olive?
No, it's your face.
It's your face. It looks like.
Because I got a fade?
No, it
No,
is
it looks
literally
like-
the shape of your head.
All right, next.
Anyways.
Next question.
All right, let's,
That was
let's
t-
get
that was
it.
Yeah, let's get
bad.
a question out. Who
I think
started?
we went off the rails a little bit, like this fucking.
Thank you, Paul, for that obvious information. Let's next question,
Like,
please.
like the Ohio train, bro. We off course.
Oh my god.
Why did we come to this state? Why is it in Columbus?
Yeah, for real. Who's it?
It's because Arnold won his first show here.
Exactly.
Who put a show in Columbus?
There's an
That was- that
NPC.
wasn't in Denver.
There's a big NPC show.
Denver was bigger than Columbus then.
Oh yeah. Do they have the Arnold Classic in Columbus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
Denver, you mean?
That's why no one responded.
In Denver.
I'm like,
Thank
yeah.
you. I'm back. All right, next question.
Alright, yeah, next question.
All right. What's one thing that you want to take from the Arnold Expo or just
Oh,
from the
that's a good
situation and apply it to your life from here?
Trend.
There's a whole lot.
That's pretty good, to be honest. What would I want to know? Well, I really don't have much. I think I go to these gyms, you know, like Powerhouse and stuff like that. It makes you realize, like, a lot of these dudes are just big, but they don't have the strength behind it. So, you know, it just realized to me that people aren't that strong. They're just bodybuilders who look strong, but they're actually weak. So,
Are you calling us out?
not you. I'm talking about the
No,
guys. No, I'm talking about the guys at the gym.
The guy that says it's all mental.
I'm just saying, it's like a lot of people go for looks. I'd rather have the strength, but you know, it's try to have both if you can. So that's what I'm taking back with me.
You getting cut?
That's valid.
No, I'm not.
You should. You with a 6-pack would be lethal.
You know, I used to have.
Six pack, we're good.
I used to have a 6-pack and all that, but I enjoy food too much.
You just gotta do some core, man.
No, I'm not.
You eat enough protein.
I do need enough protein.
Do you train abs at all?
I do, because in order to have a strong deadlift, you have to have a strong core. That's factual.
But, and
Well, yeah, but do you do it do you do it outside of those lifts?
The three main secrets to a heavy deadlift is a strong lower back, strong hamstrings. Wait, 4, dumpy, and abs, or core. That's a secret.
right here, folks.
I mean, that's all the muscles you use for a deadlift. So.
Well, Paul, how would you know? Well, have we seen you deadlift? Beta?
Hey, I mean, fair enough.
Have you hit 225 yet on deadlift?
Dude.
Or any workout?
What?
Alright, come on.
All right, Bray. The only thing that I've seen,
Yeah, one thing I don't want to do is be Bray.
5 tomorrow.
first of all, Bray's a bully.
Hey,
Well,
Bray, we're cutting this, but Bray and Stan are like the same people now.
What? I have not to say. I'm friendly to everybody.
I don't know. You're just a dick.
Kind of aggressive to me. In particular, just on this podcast. That's about it. Otherwise,
Okay, all right.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
edit that. I won't say it anymore. Okay.
No, but
Dude, watch out. Paul's fucking scrappy.
Yeah, Paul can kill you.
I know, man. I better lock my door.
straight.
You better watch out. We'll have a hitman at your house in like 3 weeks.
So he does know how to access Hitman on the
Off
dark
the
web.
dark web.
No, straight off of just soccer. I think we were like 6 months into lifting, and I hit 315 on deadlift. Conventional too, like.
The camera. I'm trying not to say anything. I'm trying to be quiet.
Bro,
Hey,
you know
at least it was
you hit
conventional.
A lot of weight on it. But
I think as long as you apply hard work, okay, and don't do sumo, then that's all that
And
matters.
straps.
And straps. Then that's all that matters.
yeah.
It always comes back to me. I'm a sumo lifter.
I wouldn't have said that.
Boo.
I've always been a sumo.
My hips don't work like that.
I've always been a sumo lifter. That's the thing.
Anyone can hit sumo.
No,
I
bro.
hate
Sumo makes my
conventional.
fucking hips
I hate
like
conventional.
break.
Yeah, I don't know what the question was, but I do remember what my answer was going to be. I've only been lifting for 2 years, motherfucker.
Whoa, who's swearing at people now? We swearing at people now?
Call him a beta. I mean,
You did come
I
after
think
him.
he has like the rights to
Yeah.
that.
Beta's not a swear word.
it's kind of disrespectful.
And you insulted him.
Oh, okay.
No, but my answer was going to be that I see, not to suck on y'all's dicks again, but
Wait, hold on.
I see Levi and I'm like, oh, that's what I can get in like 8 to 10 years. And I'm like, oh, fuck gear. Like, I'm just going to do that.
You can get it quicker, bro.
You can get it quicker. Levi decided to skip like 4 years.
Man, 6 years. But that's still a long fucking time. Like,
Yeah.
if you think about it, like,
A lot of people won't even put
A
a year.
year.
into goals.
That's true.
a year is a long time.
Levi's been grinding.
Nonetheless, 6. Like, you really have to grind to get something like you got. And a lot of people don't have that, like, mindset to be able to dedicate themselves to just do it every single day for that period of time.
But also too, like once you get there, it's not enough.
Yeah.
So like
That's the trap.
I like literally that yes, that is the trap. Is like I'm here like where I wanted to be when I first started training. Like I would idolize like people that were like my size at 170, like shredded. But like, cause like my ultimate goal was 170 shredded. And now it's just like, I'm here, now what's next? And don't fucking say it, Bray.
I wasn't saying anything.
A conventional deadlift is next.
Yeah.
That's a bad
No. So like, what's next, you know? So like, for me, it's more like I want to compete more. I want to be more of a business person. I want to do multiple things. So like that's important to me right now is I want to build my future. I want to really like hone in on inspiring people because like that's ultimately like how I grew on social media was just based off of inspiration, like giving inspiration to people. And I just want to apply that to everything. So I think that's like something that gives me so much fulfillment and makes this all worth it. And yeah, like after seeing like everything that has happened or like just everything at this Arnold Expo, it's like, this is what I'm like meant to be, like is to be an inspiration. So this is something.
I think that's also what kind of makes you like a good person to look up to, is because you did do that grind and also you've kind of made it, but like you're not just like hopping on gear, like cheating the system, like you're leveling up, like you've got your business going, like you've done the work that you need to do to get to be where you want to be. And I think you can kind of show people like, if you do this, like just like lifting, like if you lift like you have for 8 years, you can be huge and look like you're on gear. if you grind your business for 8 years, you can be a millionaire. Like, that's the lesson I take away from it.
Yeah.
Melo.
Alright, yeah. Fuck, what was the question?
Of
The biggest lesson we took away from Arnold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, going into it, I had no idea what to expect. I've never been to like an expo or anything like this before, so I was pretty open-minded to it. What are you talking about?
Just wait for him to finish and then we'll cut
So I
it.
was pretty open-minded to it, and at the end of the day, I was like, it was kind of nuts to see how many people are on steroids. Like, I felt like we were like the only naturals in that whole building, aside from like
There weren't many.
there was less naturals
There
in the
were-
building than
Yeah.
That's Trend City.
it was already Trent City, and it kind of just confirmed like the path that I'm on and not doing it like that. Like obviously, 2 years I've made what I would consider at least pretty solid progress for where I started, and kind of like what Paul was saying, it just shows like where I can get in 6 to 8
Yeah.
more years.
I
Yeah.
think Instagram also works your mind.
Yeah.
Like, that shit works.
Yeah.
Like, it bends everything out of proportion because all you see is people on trend doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Like, that's not.
Well, and you see
What?
the perfect angles.
Yes.
Perfect angles, lighting, Photoshop for some people, Instagram or Lightroom and stuff like that. So like, you see the highlights. You
Yeah.
see the
Right.
best photo.
Yeah.
You could see like if you go to like an actual raw, like profile of just like all these photos that someone takes of you.
You don't look like
You
that in person.
you're gonna look at maybe 90 of those are shit, and then like 4 of those are actually ones that you're gonna post or have post already.
Right.
So you are seeing the best of the best when someone posts something.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that right there puts you that gets in your head to where you're like, shit, I want to be like this person. I want to look like this, and I want to look like. And then you see them in person, and you're like, bro,
That's it.
like
Not in person.
that's
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's literally like how it is. Like,
He's a normal dude.
Yep.
Like, it becomes more. Not the drug aspect side of things, but like you, for example, like it becomes more like realistic when you actually see it in person.
yeah,
Like when you see something on Instagram, you're like, dude, why even bother?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna look like that.
Especially when you're looking at very highly produced things.
Mhm.
Like I think if you start to look at like, if you take a photo, like if you take a photo of Levi with the camera that we take everything on versus a phone, it's
Yeah.
even with editing, it's a drastic difference in terms of like how his
Huge
abs look. Like it's like, and in terms of how like we do our content and how we want to market our company and the standard quality that we've set, a lot of that's like because we want it to look as good as possible and want to have ourselves look as good as possible.
And that's
But
necessary.
it which is necessary, but it's also like there is that evil side of it because it's like now we hold even ourselves to the standard of like it has to be with this camera. It can't be shot with like I have a camera. I haven't touched that thing in 8 months because I'm like it can't take a photo that is even remotely close to what this thing can.
Yeah.
So it's like why would I even pull it out? Which is bad on me because it's like I should take it because I should take progress. I just have progress photos, but it's like if I don't work out with Levi, which I haven't gotten to do much recently, like I'm taking a photo on my crappy phone camera that I've scratched up, or I'm not taking anything at all.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
which has hurt me on a content side, but it's also just like why am I doing that? Like I
You
should
don't
just
post
be.
a lot anymore.
No, like I really don't, because it's like I have like 5 clips that I get maybe once a month when me and Levi get to live together, and that's about it. So.
You're thinking about it too much.
Yeah, I think about it too
There
much,
you go.
and I think
Yeah,
part of it too
yeah.
is like I've set the standard of like quality, which is like it's cool to have a standard, but at the same time it's like it's content. I should just be creative with it, you know?
It's like Bray's been saying all weekend. It's all mental.
There you go, baby.
Here we go.
Oh, man.
This might be the only time you're right about that.
I'm right about all the
Yeah.
time.
Not when you put 150 pounds above your head and you can't hold it.
What are we talking about? 150 pounds.
That was like 65 for you.
Well,
today.
that was the ones I filled
Or
on.
70.
Those are 80s.
I did all my sets.
Dude, that VR.
Yeah, but you're also like you're what 60 pounds heavier than me.
All mental. Yeah, you look like you're about to pass out on VR.
Dude,
Yeah, you
That
were
was
jumping
bad.
off the ground. You're trying to leave Earth.
Dude.
I was just like pumping them out all of a sudden, and then I'm like, yo. And then it just felt like I couldn't move.
Yeah, do you have an answer
You
for why
jumped.
you failed?
I was like, I lost my like balance, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna try and like jump push it just to get that last, cause
Ray started laughing at you.
No,
I did too.
You go. He jumped.
I started laughing at myself in the VR because I'm like, dude, so in the VR, like, there's this range of motion tracker.
We saw
basically.
We said
Yeah.
you were like,
You saw him.
I'm like a tip away
You're like-
from the
you're like-
fence. And I'm like, bro, why the fuck can't I get this? Like,
You're like this.
I was trying to get, I'm like here and I can't lock out. And I'm like, fuck. So I start trying to jump just to like touch it.
that's not how you looked. You were like, you know, like,
When in reality, I should have just like planted my fucking feet and pushed.
No, you were planted. You just
You were
didn't
the-
go anywhere. Like you were just like.
That shit was.
You were using every ounce
your face is
Yeah.
all
that your body had.
That shit was.
You looked like
gone.
you had paralysis. Or something. It was bad,
That shit
bro.
was ace.
Bro, I thought before you even tried it, I was like, that is a bad
You know what?
idea.
I'd rather lift actual weight
Nah,
instead
that
of
shit
VR.
was weird, bro.
No,
Like-
It's like
that
digital weight.
that can't be made. That can't be good for your brain
That's
at
just
all.
stupid.
Have y'all
That's just
ever
stupid.
tried the like machines where
tonal?
it's like those machines where it's like that one bar.
That's
and
what's
it's like,
Tonal.
Yeah.
It's the thing that comes out of your
Yeah.
wall, like LeBron James' company.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys tried that?
No.
it. I don't want to.
I am not that rich.
I feel like it would be like kind of like the.
It probably would be.
That's exactly what it felt like.
Except this way, you would actually have your brain would be sensed to something physical.
Nah, dude, like.
Like you had weights you were pushing in a sense, but it was like your brain was.
Or whatever,
Okay,
like, it just didn't feel real.
Everyone's
Like, it didn't feel like I was actually pushing weight. It was just like I saw my hands move up on the screen.
Right on.
Do you have a pistol?
I say we.
Keep ready.
All
I
right.
whispered it to him.
Well, I forgot that you had the.
You cutting?
That's on me.
No, like we're
We're just gonna wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
I was gonna say one more thing real quick.
Go ahead.
The thing I'm taking the most is we kind of talked about, you and me talked about today though.
Yeah.
What
did we talk about?
We were standing up top at pros, and I was like, this trip has both motivated me,
Yes.
but also made me realize like
Is that the new standard?
it's setting a standard, but it also like it motivated me, but also made me happy for where I am.
Yes.
Because it was one of those things of like I was seeing these dudes who were huge, or like moving big weight, people were pushing themselves hard, and it was cool. And I'm like, all right, I want to go back to Fort Collins and grind. But at the same time, I've seen people all this weekend that I've seen on Instagram for years, I've seen on YouTube for years, whatever it is. I've looked up to them in a sense, but like they have great physiques, and I see them in person. I'm like, you are literally just angles in Lightroom. That's all it is. And so it's like, not that they have a bad physique in person, but it's like you are not light years ahead of me like I thought. I thought I was. And so it's made me be like, all right, like I actually have a good physique. I have put the work in and I have attained something, but it doesn't mean I'm like done doing that. But it's also like, it's been both motivating and made me feel a lot more content in where I am in my physique and where I am in like my, in a sense, self-esteem in that. So that's kind of what I'm taking away.
That's powerful.
Yeah, bro. I was in that pro gym, like, I didn't even, like, feel that small. I was like, I'm going to be this one day.
Yeah.
It's not even that far off.
I don't think you could feel that small in that gym because it wasn't like people were somewhat showing off, but it's, you know, it's the Arnold weekend.
There was a lot of people sauced in there.
Right, but I think a lot of it was just like everyone was just in there to lift and get, like everyone was just there for the experience of being there during the Arnold weekend and being at the pros gym. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, and like even with Larry in there filming a video, even with these big dudes who obviously were on a ton of sauce, but it was still just like people were in there moving weight, lifting heavy stuff, and getting a pump, and everyone's posing, and everyone that you interacted with was like happy to interact with you. You know what I'm saying?
They were exactly the same as each of us.
Yeah.
But you know, like, I'll say this straight up. I think I was telling Aidan about this. Like, y'all, like, remind me of, like, how I was when I first started training. I was very, like, science-based. I was very, like strict and shit. And, like, I was very in this, like, mindset where, like, this is going to be my life. And, which is good because, like, I, like, look where I am now. But, like, I was, like, at the same level as you guys are right now at Pro's Gym. And, like, I never, like, let sauce get in the way of that or anything like that. I just stayed on the path and, like, I enjoyed the journey. I did all the necessary steps to get to where I am today. And I'm, like, very fucking grateful for that.
You let yourself fail.
Yeah.
I feel
you let
yourself fail. Yeah.
I feel forward. Yeah. So, like.
Yeah, for me, for myself, and other people that like me, do you think, like, what would you tell people like me? They're, like, just getting started or, like, have been kind of grinding for a little bit. What would you tell them?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. I'll answer it.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
You want me to answer it?
Don't sumo.
I feel like it's going to be a little.
No, it's positive.
Don't sumo.
It's positive. Thank you very much.
Just don't be a bitch.
Levi was like, I think it's going to be negative, and freaking AJ was like, don't pull sumo. That's not what I was going to say. Either one of those.
I mean, that's true, but.
It is true. But the key to lifting heavy is hanging around people who lift heavy. That's what got my lift up. It's okay to lift with people who are on your level, but at the same time, you got to have a goal to reach, and that's what helped me get my goal. So.
But most importantly, people that lift you up.
No.
Not personally.
No, because negativity can help feed you too. Like the people at my gym was like, "Yo, Bray, we ain't gonna catch up with your small guy," and eventually, let me become my guy.
But they weren't doing it out of a negative intent, though.
Yeah,
that's the. Well, okay, you just perceive. That means you were good at perceiving it well. Do not surround yourself around people who are negative to you on purpose.
No,
that is a recipe for disaster.
I'm saying surround yourself who are strong, with people who are stronger than you. It's okay. You can work out with people who are, I don't want to say lower than you because I don't believe in that, but you know, people who are weaker with you, that's cool. But if you don't see somebody who's lifting more than you or don't see that, you don't see that goal to reach. That's how I was taking dudes out one by one.
Right, but were you making those dudes who are really being negative towards you on purpose? Were you making those dudes your actual friends?
No.
Never.
Okay, that's what I want to make sure is like
that's what I'm
being
saying.
portrayed. Is
but
like,
you should hang around dudes who push you to the next level. You can,
right.
That's always tell people you can outgrow a gym. Stop going to gyms where the biggest dude there.
Yeah,
that's the wrong. You need to leave.
Yeah.
But
and if you're gonna play the fitness, quit in the membership today.
Melo had a DM the other day like, bro, Paul doesn't even lift. And I saw that shit, I was like, bro, fuck this guy, I'm gonna lift.
So it's motivating, right? It's motivating.
But I would never make that guy my friend.
No, same.
I would never.
Right. That's why when you say hang around them, don't spend much time with them.
Yeah.
I don't mean like, oh, let's go get a drink or whatever. I'm talking about like, you should see when those people lift at the gym, you should be like seeing what they do, to get your weight up. People can be dicks, but they still know what they're doing.
I would take somebody like AJ, who takes me, I'm trying to hit 25s on my deadlifts.
You call me AJ all the time. Shut up. AJ. You know it's true.
I've never called him AJ.
No, but I would.
You smile because you know I'm right.
I'll tell who it is.
You don't like being right.
Keep going.
Wrong.
I don't like being wrong.
I would take somebody like him who will lift you up. He helped me lift those 25s. And I hit like 10 more reps.
They weren't on 25.
They were 25s. We were lifting at 25s.
Was they 25?
They were 25. They felt light, but they were 25.
They were not light.
That shit was marked wrong.
Right, but they were light. They were light for your first couple reps. I'm saying when you picked them up, they didn't feel.
Bro, I'm pretty sure.
I could.
We were all lifting them for like 30 minutes.
I think what you're saying is like it was 10 pounds on each side, like 2 10s on each side.
Or you said there were 10 in total?
They were not 10 pounds. I will tell you that. They
They
were.
were 10. They were 10.
No, the individual, the way the dumbbells are at pros is they're metal plate dumbbells.
Yeah, they're 10.
And they're 10-pound dump. Like each plate is 10 pounds. This one had 2 plates and a half plate on each side of the 25. That's why they moved
They
on
had
you.
like tape on it that had like 10 written on it.
Yeah, we just did the same thing. You see, they hey.
Hey, you talk to Dallas or whoever picked that up. They felt light though.
They were 25,
No,
like
they
at
were
least
probably
25s.
They felt light, but
But what I'm saying is
Okay, sorry.
they
We'll
did
cut all
not
that.
feel like to
Yeah, we'll
me.
cut that.
They did not feel like to me. I did like 6 on my own, and then you helped me. Like
Yeah.
you pushed me to my limit.
Good
You
job.
know what I mean?
thank you, man.
Like
I
you
didn't
need
mean it.
people that will push you to get farther
That's what I was meaning.
instead of somebody who's just gonna be like, dude, you suck.
Right. But the difference is though,
That's
like
me.
it's
I think you can.
It's
you can do that in a positive way. You don't have to be surrounded by negative people
No,
who do
that's
that.
what
You know
I
what
was
I'm
trying to
saying?
say. Like, I think you can do that either way because, like, when
There-
Paul and I go to the gym, I'm like, we'll be on Hex Bar or some shit. I'm like, bro, you're being a bitch, bro. You got like 3 more. Or, like,
Well, that's not
you're being a
negative.
bitch, or-
Yes, it is.
That's not. That's
I don't think that's
what-
really negative.
The negative is like the negative is constantly.
Negative.
I mean, in a sense, it is in a sense.
Then a lot of stuff is a negative.
But I feel like it's best intentions though.
Right, but if someone's
That's right,
legit
that's
calling
right.
you a bitch or a beta because like they legit think you are,
No,
like, and they're
it's-
saying it over and over and over and
They
over.
think
again, you
that
don't
your
need that in your
mentality, the mentality that you have of like wanting to quit right now, is you being a beta.
no, it's
Like
them.
the mentality of you.
It's them trying to tear you down to make themselves feel better. You don't want to hang out with those people.
They're
It's the
narcissists.
people you want to hang out with
Or it's
is the
insecure
people,
Oh, that's it.
that push you to be better than you are
Absolutely.
yourself.
Yeah,
You know?
right.
Well, they think the reason why they're tearing you down is because they know that you could be better.
Yes.
So like Melo
Yes.
thinks
Yeah.
like, dude, you could do 10 more,
right.
but you're trying to cancel out at 5.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like,
Give me an
that's-
example when I told you today. So I'll tell it for you. You don't want to tell it. So,
It's gonna be
let me
interesting
tell the
to
story.
see what you tell the story.
So, you know, I was telling Aidan or AJ, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm just going to do 60 dumbbells. I said, bro, you're not going to do 60. bro."
Oh, this shit, yeah.
And I said, you got to be, no, keep it right there. And I said, hey, some days you got to be a man. You know?
That is not what
Can
you
I
said.
tell
You
the
did
story?
not say
Let me
those
tell the
words
story.
though.
Let me tell the
This
story.
is like the big fish where he just tells lies the whole time. But yeah, go ahead.
So I
Just told me to
said,
lift heavy weight. I should do it.
he said,
You do cancel out sometimes, bro. A lot, actually.
yeah,
That's fair.
He canceled. He didn't believe in himself. He's like, no, bro, I think I'm only going to like do the 60s. I'm like, no, you had 45s. I said, man, life's too short. You're the
Yeah.
Arnold.
Granted.
And I said, you should do the 60s. And he said, okay. Maybe
I was
for
gonna
four-
work up to 60s
Maybe
that
for
day, but he
4
said-
reps. I'm like,
I really like the
Yeah,
voice that you're doing for him. It's very feminine.
See, this is the
Those
negative
four
people,
reps.
negative feedback loop, man.
and basically, long story short, if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't be doing 60s for 10 reps. Yes or no today?
Probably not. I would have
Right.
I was gonna work up the 60s, but I like to have a first set of lighter weight for whatever it is.
Why?
Because I used to have really bad form, and so I like to work through my range of motion. That's why with bench I always do like a set with no bar or with just the bar. I always what? I had bad form when I started, and I would
Yeah,
have gotten injured if I
did.
was lifting heavy weight. So if I don't do that, like I have to train my CNS to work through the right range of motion. I train for pumps, which is bad, but
Yeah, you're not going to gain any muscle that way.
so I don't
Zero.
I'm saying.
But that's also where my priorities are different sometimes. Like there's a lot of times where I'm literally just in the gym because it makes me feel good. Like I'm
That's why a
not
lot of us are in the gym.
right, but like lift heavy weight sometimes doesn't make me feel good. Like
Why?
feeling like I have.
Why doesn't lift heavyweight make you feel good?
I mean, it does, but sometimes I used to be a tiny kid, tiny.
Same.
So for me, if I feel like I have muscle, that's the, in a sense, insecurity that I'm trying to fix in the gym. Is the feeling small, feeling like I don't have muscle, feeling like I don't look good. I don't have pictures of me from high school because I would like if there was photos, it's on everyone else's phone. I photos of myself in high school.
Same.
So I just don't want, like, I didn't want that. So now it's me, like, I'm secure about taking my shirt off. I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I have muscle. And so when I have a pump, I feel tight. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? But I could, if I'm moving, you know, heavy weight, I might not feel big anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can move heavy weight without feeling big.
That's true.
Yeah, but like, dude, how small were you?
Me or him?
Bray.
I was this height at 150 pounds. So I was 100 pounds lighter than what I was today.
That's small.
Damn.
That's not. But you also had height though.
Yeah, that's
Me and
that's
Levi
what,
were
that's what makes it
small,
worse.
dude.
Yeah, that's what makes it worse.
Right. What I'm saying is like we were like not just we were small height and weight.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
I was 150, 6'1". That's a pretty bad.
That's bad. That's not good.
No, I wasn't. And then I decided to hang around people who lift way more than me.
Yeah.
Talk shit about it.
Yeah, and talk a lot of trash like myself. And that's how I'm to get to the point I am today. Jordan Peterson said it best. Real men have to exist.
Be a monster.
Look at you knowing something.
Oh, I told you I listened.
Okay, look at you. Be a monster, you know something. Okay.
There's more in here that gets out.
All right.
Oh God.
What is it? Real men are monsters but know how to control it?
Yep.
They know how. They have a sword, but they know when to unsheath it.
Yep.
Be a warrior in a garden, not a gardener in a war.
Yep.
I don't know any of that shit because I don't read.
Or listen.
It's on YouTube.
These are podcasts.
And podcasts.
Years.
Dude, you gotta
We
listen
are
to
on
some
one
podcasts.
currently.
God, you guys are just
Latin.
too fucking smart.
Some of us got schooling.
You guys always school us.
Yeah, you guys are
They're nerds.
Yeah, they're nerds.
Yeah.
nerds who live for science.
Brought to you by nerds.
Don't live the way these two do.
They only spend $7 a day on meals.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Nothing more. No snacks.
I mean,
And
when you're eating
reflex.
5 times a fucking day, and
It's-
five
no.
massive meals.
You're telling me you don't like have
Massive
anything.
meals for
Nah,
$7.
Dude, I be having a force feed myself sometimes.
That's
Yeah.
because your stomach is so small for being so little. That's true. That's how it works.
All right, I'm gonna send you a picture of my plate every single day this week.
I'll be
Better,
waiting on-
man.
I'll be
Yeah,
waiting
can you
on it.
send it in the group chat every
You're
day?
gonna see how
We need
fucking-
macros too.
Yeah.
Macro
We're
breakdown.
gonna just drop all
My
the
macros are.
I would like to know the sodium count as
No, we want it
well.
every day.
I drink.
He definitely counts the sodium.
I take 20 grams of salt a day.
What about fiber?
I don't know the fiber, but
15 to 20 grams?
Yep.
Should be.
Should be.
It's adequate though.
Well, you
Yeah.
can say that unless you know it.
I mean, he has had to take a shit like 5 times while we.
Yeah, what's wrong with your stomach?
Yeah, you were running hardcore.
Dude, so
Dude,
that pre-work. So this used to happen before I hopped on my meal plan and my
time is
digestion
up?
was all
Freaking
fucked up.
time.
I used to eat whatever I wanted. Pre-workout would make
Don't tell me
me
it's 3.
fucking
Yep.
Oh, it's
shit.
3 in the morning, boys.
And
We don't care. It's 3 in the morning.
I had shit, bro.
It's 3 in the morning, boys.
All right.
he was running hardcore to the convention
Why you
center.
walking so fast? I'm like, dude, I got it.
He was about to go to war.
Thank you all for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thank you all for.
Thanks,
It's
guys.
been a great weekend. We have one more day left. Excited to spend it with
Tomorrow we'll
y'all.
be at Pro's Gym, lifting, doing back day. So if you want to meet the king, aka
No
Poppy,
one's. They see this in
Okay.
2 weeks.
well,
Yeah, so don't go to the pros gym. After this
Yeah,
weekend,
I'm
don't
staying
go to the
up till
pros gym.
6 to post this.
This actually be up in like 2 hours. No. But yeah, guys, I really want to, say thank you for being on this podcast and just
You're welcome. Hey.
making this possible.
Hey, thank
I
you
do what
for
I
having
can
us.
to make America better.
That's right.
No, you haven't done much, have you?
So, if you guys haven't already, definitely subscribe to the YouTube. Follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcast, and get ready for the next episode. We want to do more of these like collabs because it opens us up to I guess just more conversation and just like more in-depth podcasts. So
Brings more value to y'all. So.
yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And Bray has one last thing to say before we leave.
Yeah, buddy!
Lightweight.